Good afternoon and welcome to the news. I am Doreen Kaloko. Coming up in this edition of News are work on the widening of the Wellington-Maishaka Highway and toll project commences. Youth of Yams Farm in the Western Rural District expressed concern over the rise in teenage pregnancy in their community. And Chief Executive Officer of Sierra Woodtile, John Sise, delivers public lecture on the theme Knowledge for Prosperity to students of the MMCE of the Milton Margai College. All those stories, including business and sports, lined up in this edition of News Hour. President Anesbai Kroma has launched the widening of a 4-lane and toll service of the Wellington-Maishaka Highway project at a ceremony held at Waterloo. As Razia Bashkama reports, the launching of the project manifests President Kroma's determination to rehabilitate major roads and reconstruct others to connect villages to towns, farms and markets. Here's the reports.
The Minister of Works, Housing and Infrastructure, Alhaji Kemal Sise, said the ministry has, on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone, signed the Memorandum of Understanding with China Railway 7th Group, CRSG, granting the latter the right to investigate, implement and operate the project for the widening to a 4-lane and a toll system of the Wellington-Maishaka Highway on a finance, design, build, operate, maintain and transfer agreement. He maintained that a committee of MDAs with SLRA playing a leadership role was requested to critically examine the technical, legal and financial proposals submitted by CRSG with a view to making professional recommendations to government prior to the signing of the concession agreement. The minister maintained that before the commencement of the committee's assignment, government's commitment to move forward with the project was clearly expressed, considering its socio-economic importance and harmony with the proposed construction of the Mamama Airport. Alhaji Kemal Sise expressed sincere thanks and appreciation to the Honorable Speaker, his deputy and members of Parliament for their concerns and reservations on the project, which were clearly expressed when the concession agreement for the project was first presented to them on February 4th, 2016. Welcoming the guests, the chairman, Western Area Rural District Council, Al-Hassan Cole, expressed gratitude for the historic day in the history of Sierra Leone and on behalf of the Waterloo community. He assured President Kroma not to listen to any detractors as he is in the right direction and commended His Excellency for the vision of infrastructural development projects in the Western Area Rural District, including the construction of hospitals. Giving the technical specifications of the project, the Director General, Sierra Leone Roads Authority, Abdul Aziz Kamara, disclosed that the launching of the road project adds difference to road construction in the country because it's going to be designed, financed, operated, maintained, and on a transfer agreement. Mr. Kamara revealed that the road will pay itself, which will be a lesser burden on the government of Sierra Leone, and that the contractor will handle the toll pay himself. He pointed out that after 25 years, the road will be handed over to the government of Sierra Leone as the contractor would have earned his money. Chairman, China Railway 7th Group, Lu Kugui, affirmed that the close relationship between Sierra Leone and China has continued for generations, especially the frequent mutual visits between governments of the two nations in recent years. He maintained that the deepening of civilian cooperation have already consolidated the friendship and accelerated mutual development of the two countries. The chairman pointed out that their staff have been working and living friendly with the people in the beautiful country of Sierra Leone more than 8 years. The chairman Parliamentary Committee on Works, Housing and Infrastructure, Honorable Kamba Kamara, expressed gratitude to all stakeholders that has helped to ensure that the launching of the road becomes a reality, which has also been necessitated by the vision and efforts of President Koroma. In that regard, he informed the president that as parliamentarians, they give the president a plus in terms of developing the road infrastructure of the country. He also assured President Koroma that they appreciate and thank him for making them proud. Parliamentary Chief Whip and Member of Parliament Constituency 95, Honorable Claude Commander, noted with dismay that detractors are willfully disputing the fact that roads are a mainstay to national development, but contrary to that, he believes that good roads save lives and they enhance education, increase economic development, and transforms communities. He disclosed that the management of SLRA has called on them to endeavor to educate their communities on the toll system and to ensure they understand it thoroughly. The Minister of State 2, Ministry of Finance and Economic Development, Patrick Conte, said as a government they knew they could promote and achieve economic prosperity as enshrined in the Agenda for Prosperity through the partnership with the private sector, friendly countries and their development partners. The Minister of State 2 disclosed that the project construction cost stands at about 153 million United States dollars, which according to the contract agreement, the contractor will raise debt finance from the bankers in China at a very competitive interest rate, payable over 25 years, inclusive of a 4 years grace period. The ambassador of the People's Republic of China to the Republic of Sierra Leone, Tao Yambo, said this year marks the 45th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relationships between the two countries and the 55th anniversary of the independence of Sierra Leone. He continued that the Wellington-Masiaka Highway project will unfold a new chapter in Sierra Leone's road development. He made it clear that China will always firmly support Sierra Leone's infrastructure development and that the Chinese government will continue to encourage Chinese companies to invest in other sectors such as port upgrading and energy and water supply. Officially launching the project, President Koroma said they are gathered to witness yet another groundbreaking stride which continues to show its government's commitment for infrastructural development in Sierra Leone. The president pointed out that when they came into governance, they were very clear as a government as to what they needed to do that will help transform the country. He disclosed that they launched the Agenda for Change, inside which they have the pillars that will address infrastructural development. The president maintained that the country should also have adequate electricity and water supply, and as a government, they included all these programs inside their own agenda and moved on with them.
We said, we begin to do things on wheel as a government. We cut down on other expenditures here. We put time for make we do the roads here. Now, they say we almost compete now between the government and the donor them, whether they make roads them inside this country. Then there's them day where the donor only they give money for make road don't pass. Now make we able make with the change in the face of the cities there. With the change with the face of the town, district headquarter towns. So major roads them, now we they take the trunk, now we they do what it take for make we undertake them program and we go continue. We don't cease say impossible for make we do that to ourselves. Everybody don't get that confidence here now. We go continue. The other thing we'll introduce, and when the importance of this road, we say how government know they can inside, but the private sector will come inside they look at the road, if any way where they go finance them, where they not finance them, then go find way where they go make their money, then get their money back. Then for after the period where they work on the road and use the road, then go give the road back to the government. So you see how we don't progress. We come, we meet country when I don't know no more they make road. We don't move to outside the government itself. They undertake the construction of roads. And you go to Freetown now, you come Waterloo, you go all sides of the country, their roads, and they're not government roads.
In another development, President Ernest Bai Koroma received in audience the president of Heineken Africa, the Middle East and Eastern Europe, Roland Permes, at State House. Presenting the Heineken president, the managing director Sierra Leone Brewery Limited, Willie Ngana, thanked President Koroma for receiving the new Heineken Africa president, Mr. Roland Permes. He informed the president that they have decided to be at State House because Heineken is supportive